This is Taylor. I'll be going over your work this week. Looks like you shot plants. Yeah, I scrolled through a few times already. Scrolled through again with you. Like overall, man or woman, you did like a really great job. Your compositions are really good, and your exposure is really good. Yeah, there are for the most part they're all really interesting photographs. I'm not sure if you're doing it on purpose, like trying to just put two photographs together on the same page like this, or if they're meant to be like viewed together as like diptychs. So diptychs just mean two photographs together. Triptychs would mean three. So I don't know if you're trying to make diptychs or if they just happen to go together. Um, but either way, like I really like the fine details. I like that you're really close. I really enjoy this, and then I love this. Like this just takes on something totally different. It looks like a it reminds me so much of like an insect or this crazy looking non-exist, something that doesn't exist, like this octopus insect thing walking around. Yeah, it translate like a typical kind of agave or aloe plant. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Type of photograph. This does a little bit also, but this like really pushes that idea, and I really like that. This too, like you're really doing a great job getting up close to the fine details in your composition. You're not on center. Even though this is a little bit more centered, it's broken up with these diagonal and vertical lines and the background as well. So yeah, you're really solid there. This is just beautiful. The purple is gorgeous. The composition is very nice also. Yeah, you're really again very strong in your composition and your exposures and your point of focus. Looks like you have a decent camera as well. Um, yeah, these, this maybe isn't quite as interesting as the other ones are, but it's, you're fine. They're still a good exposure. Or maybe actually this one may be a little bit underexposed, just slightly. Both of these could be a hair exposed a little bit more. Um, and I don't know if you meant to do it or not, but I like how this branch is like leading into this one as these two photographs touch. Um, and I do prefer this composition to this. This fills the frame a little bit more. This is just kind of like, all right, I'm doing a rule of thirds, and this is a little bit off center, so it doesn't quite push it as enough. Like it's okay, but I think with the other ones are so much stronger, this one just becomes the weaker photograph so far. Um, and this is great too. I really enjoy how close you are, and the quality of light's just beautiful. Looks like in the shade or time of day is very nice. Either way, it's like really really nice. Um, just a nice detail of looks like of a palm tree, but it also takes on something else. It's so close that like it almost looks like a pine cone. It almost looks like leaves laying on the ground. It has a really nice abstract quality to it. And I love this. I love your perspective looking up. I love how this is like off-centered here to the right, and then it bends around to the middle. Like that's great, great composition. And then the background, you're not blown out here. It works well with the clouds even. It's overall it's okay. But then when you go down to this one, like it's okay. Like it's an okay photograph when compared to this one. Even like the processing isn't quite as nice, either the editing or maybe your exposure wasn't as nice, but you can see the colors are better in this. The shadows are better. Just overall, it's a higher quality photograph. Um, yeah, so you do such a good job with everything compositionally. Your basics, you've got all that stuff. So what I want to see you do in your next project is really go further and think conceptually. How can you push the idea? Like just think if you did plants again, if you went further with plants, like this would be like the first layer of a handful of plants. Maybe this is in your area, your space around school, your neighborhood, that kind of thing. Uh, Maybe you took it further and you went just into one plant. Like, what is this one plant? What is this one part of this one plant? Maybe this plant was used medicinally by Native American people. Maybe it's a toxic plant that is not, it's non-native. It's an invasive plant. Maybe if you just scratched beyond the surface, you went just deeper with your work, I think you get really rewarding results. And that's where like kind of art becomes more than just taking pictures and just photography. To go further and to either educate people, raise awareness, ask questions, those kind of things, evoke emotions. So these are excellent depictions of things. These are like great photographs. But what could you do further than just photographs? That's kind of like my challenge to you. I look forward to see what you do next time around. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to email me.